everyone. Welcome back to the Chill English channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Thanks for joining us again. We're really glad you're here because today's topic is one that affects every single person, no matter who you are.
Exactly. We're going to talk about feelings and emotions. Not just the simple ones like happy or sad, but the deeper, richer vocabulary that really helps you express yourself in English.
And honestly, this is more than just a language lesson. Being able to talk about your emotions is about connection. If you can explain how you feel with the right words, people understand you better, and your conversations feel real.
Yes, and think about it. When someone asks, "How are you feeling?" most learners just say, "I'm fine," or "I'm happy," or "I'm sad." That's okay, but it doesn't tell the whole story.
Right. Imagine if instead of just, "I'm happy," you could say, "I'm delighted," or "I'm over the moon." It paints such a clear picture of how strong your feeling is. That's the difference between basic vocabulary and expressive, advanced vocabulary.
Let's dive in with happiness. Instead of only saying happy, you have options. For example, I'm thrilled. That means you're extremely excited, usually about something specific.
Or you might say, "I'm delighted." That one has a warm, pleasant feeling. Like if your friend surprises you with a thoughtful gift, you'd say, "I'm delighted."
And here's a fun one, over the moon. This means you're absolutely ecstatic. For instance, when I got accepted into the program, I was over the moon.
Another nice phrase is in high spirits. That means you're cheerful and full of positive energy, like she was in high spirits after her team won the game.
Perfect. Now, let's flip to the opposite emotion, sadness. Instead of only saying sad, you can make your speech richer with words like upset. That means something bothered you.
Another is feeling down. This is more casual and means you're a bit low emotionally, like I've been feeling down this week.
For stronger sadness, you might say miserable. That suggests you're suffering or having a really hard time.
And of course, heartbroken. This is very powerful and usually connected to loss or relationships, like she was heartbroken after the breakup.
You see how these words give more detail? Sad is fine, but heartbroken immediately tells us that the sadness is deep and painful.
And happy is fine, but thrilled tells us you're not just happy, you're excited about something amazing.
The point here is that emotions aren't black and white. They have shades and levels, and English gives you so many words to describe them.
Exactly. And the more words you know, the better you can express yourself. Think of it like painting. If you only have two colors, you can make a picture, but it's simple. If you have many shades, you can create something much more interesting.
And don't forget, your accent doesn't matter as much as being understood. The real key is choosing words that capture your feelings.
So far, we've covered happiness and sadness. In the next part, we're going to explore anger, fear, and surprise. And we'll also introduce some fun idioms that make you sound more natural.
Right. By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole set of words and expressions that will make your English sound more authentic and colorful.
So, Jake, we already talked about happy and sad, but emotions don't stop there, right? Another very common one is anger. Everyone gets angry sometimes, and in English, you can express it in many ways.
Exactly. You don't always want to say just, "I'm angry." Sometimes you might be annoyed or frustrated. Other times you could be furious or livid.
Yeah, Annoyed is like when something small bothers you, like a fly buzzing around your head.
Or when your internet is slow. That's definitely annoying.
True. And frustrated is stronger. It's when you're stuck and can't change something. For example, I felt frustrated because I studied hard, but I still didn't pass the exam.
Right. And then you move up to furious or livid. Those are really strong words. If someone lies to you, you might say, I was furious when I found out.
Okay, let's move to another emotion. Fear. The basic word is afraid, but there are so many alternatives.
For something small, you might just feel nervous. Like, I was nervous before my job interview.
Or anxious, which is similar, but can feel a bit stronger. For example, she felt anxious waiting for the test results.
And when the feeling is really strong, you might say terrified. That means very, very scared. Like, I was terrified of the big dog barking at me.
Good one. And here's a cool expression. Get cold feet. It means you suddenly feel afraid to do something you planned. For example, he wanted to ask her out, but he got cold feet at the last minute.
Nice idiom. Okay, now let's cover one more big emotion, surprise. The basic word is surprised, but again, there are stronger ways.
You could say shocked, amazed, or stunned. Like, I was shocked when I heard the news.
Or blown away. That's an informal phrase. The movie was so good, I was blown away.
Oh, I like that one. It sounds modern and natural. And don't forget mind-blowing. You can say, the view from the mountain was mind-blowing.
Great. Now I think it's time to show how all these words and idioms sound in action. Let's do a little role play.
Perfect. I'll start. Imagine we're friends chatting about our week.
Cool. Go ahead.
Hey, Jake, you won't believe what happened. I got an email saying I won a free trip to Paris.
What? That's amazing. I'm blown away. You must be thrilled.
Yes, but also a bit anxious. I've never traveled alone before.
That makes sense. I'd be nervous too. But still, wow. Paris? That's mind-blowing.
Yeah. Oh, and yesterday, my little brother broke my headphones. I was so annoyed.
Ouch. I'd be furious. Headphones aren't cheap.
Exactly. Anyway, what about you? How's your week?
Well, I was frustrated at work. The project kept getting delayed. But then I saw a concert and it was amazing. Honestly, the music blew my mind.
Nice. See, listeners, that's how these words work in real conversations. We didn't just say happy or angry. We used more colorful words and idioms.
Exactly. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. Soon, instead of saying, I'm scared, you'll naturally say, I'm nervous or I'm terrified, depending on the situation.
And remember, language is about shades of meaning. The right word can make your feelings clear and powerful.
In the next part, we're going to listen to a longer conversation and then break it down together. That way, you'll really see how native speakers use this kind of vocabulary.
All right, Jake. I think it's time we put everything together. We've explained single words, we've practiced short examples, but now let's go for a full conversation so our listeners can hear how all of this sounds naturally.
Yeah, because hearing vocabulary inside a real dialogue makes it easier to remember and use later. Let's act it out like two friends talking about their week. I'll be Daniel, you be Emma.
Okay, let's do it. Hey, Daniel, you won't believe what happened today. I finally gave a presentation at work, and everyone clapped at the end.
Wow, that's amazing. You must feel really proud of yourself.
Yeah, I was thrilled.
Honestly, I thought I'd get cold feet right before it started, but I managed to stay calm and confident.
Good for you. I remember last year when I had to present, I was so nervous I almost forgot my words. My hands were shaking like crazy.
That's exactly how I felt the night before. But once I started speaking, the nervous feeling disappeared.
That's the best. Once you get into the flow, it's much easier. So what else happened this week?
Oh, yesterday I went to a concert. It was absolutely mind-blowing. The music was so powerful, it gave me chills.
That sounds incredible. I'm blown away just hearing about it. What kind of music was it?
It was rock, but with a symphony behind them. The energy was insane. I was over the moon the whole night.
That's awesome. I love when music leaves you stunned like that. You can't stop thinking about it afterward.
Yeah, but not everything was perfect this week. My car broke down on the way home. I was so frustrated just sitting on the side of the road.
Oh no, that's the worst. How long did you have to wait?
2 hours. And by the end, I was livid. I had things to do, and it just ruined my whole evening.
I get it. When stuff like that happens, it makes you furious because it's out of your control.
Exactly, but at least the mechanic was kind and fixed it quickly once he arrived, so I cooled down a bit.
That's good. So, overall, your week had a lot of highs and lows? Thrilled, blown away, but also frustrated and livid.
Tell me about it. Honestly, I feel exhausted but grateful at the same time. Life is full of surprises.
Nice. That little role play shows exactly how people mix emotions in daily life. We didn't stick to just happy or sad. We used stronger words, like thrilled, frustrated, livid, and fun idioms like get cold feet and mind-blowing.
And that's the key. Real conversations are full of shades of meaning. When you only say, I'm happy or I'm angry, it works, but it doesn't show the full picture. When you use richer words, your English sounds more natural.
Let's go through a quick recap. For happy, we had thrilled, delighted, and over the moon.
For sad, we used unhappy, down, miserable, and heartbroken.
For angry, we practiced annoyed, frustrated, furious, and livid.
For afraid, we included nervous, anxious, terrified, and the idiom get cold feet.
And for surprised, we had shocked, stunned, blown away, and mind-blowing.
That's a pretty solid list, but don't worry if you don't remember everything right away. Focus on 2 or 3 new words at a time.
Exactly. You don't need to learn everything in one day. Try small steps. Maybe today say, I was frustrated with the traffic, or I was blown away by the movie. That's already progress.
And keep listening to conversations, podcasts, and shows. The more you hear these words, the more natural they'll feel.
Also, practice speaking with a friend. Instead of saying, I'm very happy, try saying, I'm over the moon. You'll see how fun it feels to use new expressions.
And remember, English is about connection. Emotions help you connect with people on a deeper level. The more clearly you express yourself, the closer you sound to a native speaker.
Couldn't agree more. So, keep practicing, keep experimenting, and soon you'll be confident using all of these words without even thinking.
That's the end of today's episode. Thanks for joining us and learning how to talk about feelings in English.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to Chill English so you never miss the next lesson.
And share this episode with a friend. Teaching someone else is one of the best ways to remember new vocabulary.
Good point. And leave us a comment. Tell us which emotion word or idiom you liked best.
That's it for now. See you in the next episode, everyone.
Take care and happy learning.